What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We are here with some more Citizen Soldier. This time we're checking out Deathbed. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
I used to hate everything that I saw in the mirror, but then I found a new frame. Now everything's clearer. I used to feel so ugly from what's inside my brain, but maybe I'm a badass for living through the rain of every single thought trying to put me in my grave. I'll never be ashamed, cause it's my legacy. I'll never bow down until I'm who I'm meant to be. My story is proud because it came from tragedy. I'm gonna live loud until there's no breath left in me. I'm gonna live through hell so I'm left with no regrets. On my deathbed, on my deathbed.
Oh, my goodness, bro. I feel like lately, it's like the universe is kind of telling me some stuff. You know what I mean? Because honestly, yo, like bare truth and everything, I kind of feel like, my channel for the most part is dying. Like the views just tend to tremble, tumble over the last couple of days. And there's been times where I've kind of been in this situation, and because of my passion for music, for the most part, I largely ignore it because it makes me feel good, and I like doing this type of stuff. Like I really enjoy it. You know what I mean? But during those times, it's super important. This is me trying to relate to what Citizen Soldier is saying and everything. And through those times, you'll just think about, all the type of things that it took to kind of get to this point in my YouTube career. All the late nights, staying up to 4 o'clock. I got 2 kids. I work a 9 to 5. Most of the time, I'm super tired. I feel like, whenever I do get some accomplishments on this channel, then it's a result of late nights, hard work, and like my brain is just always scrambling for all types of things and everything. But he's like he said, it's not necessarily a tragedy per se. It's just a whole lot of hardships, if you will, especially with the amount of content that I put out. But I got to keep reminding myself, I wouldn't necessarily call myself like a badass per se. But I do know that I got a strong work ethic, and I've made this to a point to where it's a habit to where I feel bad if I don't get it done. Of course, I take my breaks and everything, but when I need to get it done, I get it done. But these are the things that I consistently think of, and I'm going to continue to keep doing until I lay on my deathbed. And even then, right, be surprised if one day I, God forbid, that I pass away or something like that, and music videos are still coming out from the grave because I didn't end it on my deathbed. I should probably do that, right? Just make some videos and then schedule them like a year out. And then every year that I live, I schedule those out a year out, be like reactions from the grave. That's some eerie stuff, but this song is trying to bring up those type of memories.
On my deathbed, on my deathbed, they used to count me out, but now it sets me on fire.
See, I like that. They used to count me out. Now it sets me on fire. Some people can take that negative energy that's being thrown at you, right? And then they throw it in the transmogrify pot and turn it into positive energy, right? And it's easy. It's hard to do that type of stuff, right? To take this negative stuff, the whole sticks and stones and break my bones, words don't even hurt you kind of stuff. But he said now it sets him on fire, right? Imagine having that ability. It's a superpower almost to be able to take that negative energy and use it, right? To feel like, use it as, oh, okay, you say I can't do this. Okay, watch me. You know what I mean? And once you get a taste of that, once you kind of wrap your mind around that or gain control of your emotions, if you will, and start turning that type of stuff into positive energy, you might find that, the outlook on life is just so much better now, right? You of course, there's going to be some times where somebody can say the wrong thing and like really, really like tick you off. But once you get a taste of that, of being able to use that superpower of yours to turn it into something positive. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, you're gonna feel invincible, right? You're gonna feel a better sense of yourself.
What gets me out of bed is knowing I'ma make them all liars.
There it is.
So go ahead and judge me for talking about my pain. I'd rather spill my guts out than live with being fake. Yeah, go ahead.
What was that? Go ahead.
Talking about my pain.
About my pain.
Spill my guts out than live with being fake.
Facts, bro. Facts. It's like it all comes down to that solving that core issue. You know, some people, you know, do somewhat live fake, right? Because I don't know, social, you know, torment, or you know, it's a very real thing. There's another word I'm going to use, but you know, algorithm and such, social pressure, and of course, just wanting to be accepted, right? The beautiful thing about it is that if you continue to be yourself, that's when your real self like kind of shine out, right? It's a wonderful feeling when you can be yourself. And the reason why I'm talking about that is obviously because Hidden Soldier just said it. But I remember when I was first starting off on YouTube, there's this thing that's called imposter syndrome, for lack of better words, where generally whenever you start a channel, right, you have an ideal of a creator that you want to be like, right? So they're out there doing it. So what you end up doing is that you end up kind of, you know, doing what they did, right? Kind of foregoing your personality and something like that, right? So you aren't necessarily expressing who you are. You're just copying them. And this is an old tactic, you know, generally, especially when it comes to somebody being some successful. If you want to be successful and you do the things they do, the only thing about it is that you don't want to act the way they act. You still want to maintain your personality, somewhat do the things that they do, right? So, you know, rather speak guts out than live with being fake. Because I'm telling you, if you ever achieve success for being fake, the downfall from that when you want to be real is going to hurt so much. And honestly, I just kind of came to these terms, right? I'm a long form reactor. That's just the type of person I am. And for some of the part of my channel, I was trying to serve the algorithm, because I would look at my retention and I would see that everybody just skips around. You know what I mean? They just skip around. But I felt as though I was, what's the word? Compromising. And sometimes you have to, you know, when it comes to a business, you got to put aside your needs and do what's good for your channel. But I keep pushing through because I believe that my commentary over this type of stuff is just my personality, right? And I need to just stop running away from it. Maybe one day, you know, people will stay for my commentary like all the way through. That'd be pretty cool. My retention will be sky high. I keep holding on to that hope and judgment, but I'm not judgment. I keep holding on to that hope. So I just continue doing what I'm doing and everything. And even though it's not the right way to do things, you know, right way to do things is how I like to do things. So it gives me that sense of not living fake. You know what I mean?
Judge me for talking about my pain. I'd rather spill my guts out than live with being fake. Yeah, go ahead and die with what you're afraid
had the
to
real
say.
underneath
We'll
it.
make the same mistake, 'cause it's my legacy. I'll never bow down until I'm who I'm meant to be.
And I was sitting there when he said my legacy. You know what I mean? I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, outside of me being a parent, like my legacy is going to be, my legacy is going to be imprinted upon my kids, right? They enter into this world with the knowledge that I show them, right? They're in the age, between the ages of 0 and 7, I believe I read somewhere, that is the foundation, right, of how your kids are going to raise. Like what they experience there is going to be the foundation, and it's going to help them make decisions well into adulthood, you know. So my kids are going to be my legacy, but this YouTube channel is also going to be my legacy as well, right? Every time I react to certain stuff, I'm always thinking, yo, what if my son watched this? Now, I do got some questionable stuff on this channel where hopefully with the help of my wife can help him guide through that, but but I think about that all the time. Some very questionable stuff. Maybe I should delete it.
Until I'm who I'm meant to be. My story is proud because it came from tragedy. I'm gonna live loud until there's no breath left in me.
Candle.
I'm gonna
Nice.
live through hell, so I'm left with.
Oh, I just now got that with the candle until there's no breath left. I mean, obviously it's blown out, but think about, in context with what they said earlier about the fire and everything, right? The only time the fire is going to extinguish is when you're dead and gone, when there's nothing else left to burn. So that candle, right, being right there, that's nice.
Breath left in me. I'm gonna live through hell, so I'm left with no regrets. On my deathbed. On my deathbed. Behind your mask of kindness, you wanna see me fail. But this time I won't buy it, no more twisted fairy tales.
Breakthrough.
No regrets on my deathbed. No regrets on my heart. Won't leave it unsaid until I drop dead, dead on my deathbed. No regrets on my deathbed. No regrets on my heart. Won't leave it unsaid until I drop dead, dead on my deathbed.
Beautiful stuff, man. It's crazy. That reverb, that little reverse sound. That's interesting. It almost kind of sounds like you going through life and reversing everything that you once felt. That little reverse kind of sound there at the end. That's pretty cool, man. Just recently, like probably last month, every time as you start creating content, you get like a sense of like you've evolved. And I've kind of felt that sense to the point to where, my commentary on my videos is a whole lot longer, but for some reason, I just feels like there's like a big, huge a wave of pressure. Like I had some invisible pressure that was kind of just sitting on me for some reason to make my videos as quick as possible, what I'm saying, with the time frame that I have. But lately I've just been letting go, like just be myself, man. It's gonna work or it's not, but it's been a little bit more freeing. That's why these reactions are a whole lot more longer. Good stuff, Citizen Soldier. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.